Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, March 12th, 2025. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. Apparently, I'm not as used to squatting as much as I did on Sunday to take photos and videos of the St. Patrick's Parade, and I ended up pulling a groin muscle. Thanks, O'Leary. So if you do see me gimping around, that's why. Today's OMG is another one I knew. The Statue of Liberty has 7 points on her crown, representing the 7 continents and the 7 seas. And here is another fun local fact for you. The Trident Light at the Naval Academy, which is where the harbor meets the Severn, in the concrete base of that light is a vessel containing waters from each of the 7 seas. All right, let's get into the news, shall we? Hang on, folks. It's about to get pretty bumpy here. Maryland State President Bill Ferguson has warned residents to prepare for a potential statewide recession due to federal spending cuts under the Trump administration. A Moody's Analytics report identifies Maryland as one of the states most vulnerable to these cuts, with job losses in federal agencies and reduced grant funding expected to significantly impact the state's economy. To add to that, the Maryland Board of Revenue Estimates projects a loss of 29,000 federal positions and $280 million in revenue over the next 2 fiscal years. Additionally, the state has that $3.3 billion budget deficit, prompting discussions on raising a 2.5% business-to-business tax to sustain critical social services. Ferguson said that while tax increases are undesirable, they will be necessary to protect Medicaid, long-term care facilities, and foster care programs. JCPenney has announced that its Annapolis Mall location will close on May 16th, which is part of a broader effort that includes shutting down 8 stores nationwide by mid-year. About 74 employees will be affected by the closure here. Now, JCPenney, which has struggled since filing for bankruptcy in 2020, joins other retailers like Big Lots, Jo-Ann Fabrics, and Party City in downsizing their operations. The space occupied by JCPenney will include a Hobby Lobby, a discount grocer, a health club/gym, and several restaurants. Southwest Airlines is ending its long-standing bags fly free policy, a move that it will undermine its brand loyalty. Starting on May 28th, only the airline's most elite frequent flyers, that's A-list preferred, and business select passengers, that means the higher fare, will receive 2 free checked bags, while other select customers, that's A-list, will get 1 free checked bag. All other passengers will have to pay for their checked luggage, although the pricing details remain unclear. The airline is also introducing a basic economy fare with restrictions very similar to other carriers. This shift does come as Southwest faces financial pressures, implementing layoffs, red-eye flights, and seat assignments for the first time ever. Industry analysts warn that these changes could alienate loyal customers and harm Southwest's competitive edge. My bet is that they're positioning themselves to either acquire or be acquired by a legacy carrier. And my next bet, United. The Annapolis Film Festival is going to feature a critically acclaimed documentary called Been Here, Stay Here, which explores themes of identity, resilience, and belonging by the residents of the eroding Tangier Island right here in the Chesapeake Bay. The film has been praised for its powerful storytelling and thought-provoking narrative. More details on the screening times and tickets are going to be available through the festival's website at AnnapolisFilmFestival.com. Now, with spring on the way, there are several must-attend events here in the area. And here is your update on some ticket availability. The Oyster Roast and Sock Burning at the Annapolis Maritime Museum on March 22nd is completely sold out. I told you that it would. Try again next year. The Annapolis Cup, that croquet match between St. John's College and the Naval Academy, is set for April 5th, with some general admission tickets still available. The VIP is gone. On March 26th, Denims and Diamonds tickets will go on sale and are expected to sell out very quickly for the event, which is April 26th. It's making its triumphant return after a way too long COVID pause. Finally, Bands in the Sand. It's happening on June 14th, has sold out its VIP tickets, but general admission tickets remain available. And seriously, if you're interested in any of these, get your tickets now. And if your plans change, I always see people on Facebook begging for them once the events do sell out. That's your warning. And speaking of those tickets for the Chesapeake Bay Foundation's Bands in the Sand, they are moving pretty fast. As I said, the VIP is sold out, and there are a bunch of general admission ones to be had. And I'll tell you, it is an incredible night on the beach with food and drink included, along with the tunes from Misspent Youth and Sister Hazel. You can get your tickets at cbf.org. Up this Saturday on the Local Business Spotlight, we're going to be sitting down with Dr. Ernest Freeland, who is not a doctor at all, never has been, probably never will be. But he is the owner of the Crofton Bike Doctor. And as weather breaks, it seemed like a good time to talk about biking. That drops at noon on Saturday, so you want to be sure to catch that. And we did drop a bonus podcast yesterday afternoon with Chris Knight, who will be coming to Ram's Head on stage on the 2nd of April. And if you are into real, true, old-fashioned country music, this is the show for you. Make sure you give that one a listen as well. And by now, you do know the drill. Please let your friends, neighbors, and colleagues all know about our daily news recap email. It's free. It comes to your inbox every night at 7 p.m. and is going to keep you up to speed on all the top local news stories. And it's paywall free. Here is a link for you right here in the show notes. All right, let's put this puppy to bed with a quick thank you to you. And we also want to thank our sponsors for the Daily News Brief. Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Hospice of the Chesapeake, both the Bay Bridge and the Annapolis Spring Sailboat Shows, and Macmedics. So now you just need to hang tight. We have your eye on Annapolis local weather coming up, and Bridget, also known as BeeprBuzz, is here with Annapolis After Dark. All that's coming up for you in just a bit, so stick around.
This April, the Chesapeake Bay Area is the ultimate destination for boating enthusiasts. Join us for 2 spectacular events that kick off the 2025 boating season. First up, it's the Bay Bridge Boat Show at Safe Harbor Narrows Point, back with an all-new location, April 11th through the 13th in Graysonville, Maryland. Explore an impressive array of powerboats, from fishing vessels and trawlers to pontoon boats and luxury cruisers. Enjoy on-site parking, delectable food and beer stations, and live entertainment, all set against the stunning backdrop of the Chesapeake Bay. Then from April 25th through the 27th, head to historic downtown Annapolis for the Annapolis Spring Sailboat Show. Discover new and brokered sailboats, including catamarans, monohulls, family cruisers, day sailors, and inflatables. Meet with boating clubs and charter companies, shop for the latest gear and equipment, and celebrate the new season with fellow sailors and marine pros. With live entertainment, seminars, and a festive tasting tent, there's something for everyone. These are can't-miss events, and you can skip the line by getting your tickets right now online. You can get them at AnnapolisBoatShows.com. That's AnnapolisBoatShows.com. We'll see you on the docks. Next up, we're diving into today's Eye on Annapolis weather forecast. From sunny skies over the bay to storm warnings that could impact your plans, we've got the details to keep you ahead of the curve. Stay tuned. It's all coming your way in just a moment.
Good morning, Anne Arundel. Sit back. Here's your 3-day local weather forecast. Today, you can expect mostly sunny skies with a high near 59 degrees. A gentle north wind around 7 miles per hour will shift to the southeast in the afternoon. Tonight, it's mostly cloudy with a low of around 41. Southeast winds at 5 to 7 miles per hour will be calm after midnight. Tomorrow, partly sunny with a high near 55. Tomorrow night, partly cloudy with a low of about 40. Friday, leading into the weekend, you can expect a partly sunny day with a bit of cooling with a high of 55 and a mostly cloudy night with a low of around 40. Looking ahead, Saturday looks to be a twin to Friday, but rain does move in Sunday and later into Monday. So you want to enjoy the mild and mostly dry weather over the next few days and keep an eye out for those potential showers over the weekend.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
The music scene in Anne Arundel County is popping, and sometimes it's hard to sort through it all. From blues to pop, from funk to ska, BeeprBuzz has it all covered for you in this week's Annapolis After Dark.
Good morning, Annapolis. BeeprBuzz here with your Annapolis After Dark weekend music highlights for Wednesday, March 12th through Monday, March 17th. Week of the real St. Patrick's Day weekend, but we all know that isn't true since we know in Annapolis we celebrate the weekend before. Go to the socials for Annapolis Streaming and BeeprBuzz and also all three websites for the full schedule. We update the Facebook posts and all websites with changes and cancellations so you know before you go. AnnapolisStreaming.com, AnnapolisMusic.us, and BeeprBuzz.com. Live music for today, Wednesday. Start with Classical Music Happy Hour at 49 West in Annapolis with Pamela Godfrey and Paula Switterlish. Or with Ryan Cozell at Middleton Tavern. Rich Muscari will be at Galliano's in Wall Chapel up in Gambrills. Also tonight at 49 West, the Songbird Showcase with Leslie Weber, Meg Murray, and so many more. And end the night tonight at Dark Horse with Nate Finn and Jack French. Under my other things to do, listed at the bottom of each day. Tonight on Wednesday, karaoke jukebox at the Jetty over on the shore. Thursday, get to the point for Aiden Ewald. Doug Segree will be at Brian Brew in Severna Park. And Ray Weaver will be at Killarney House. Weekend music. Fridays start with Happy Hour with Dana B at Blackwall Hitch. Lost and Found Trio Band will be at Twain's Tavern in the Severna Park, Pasadena area. Joey Fitz will be at Crofton Cantina. Mixed Business Trio will be at Annapolis Smokehouse. The Highland Brothers will be at Green Turtle in Edgewater. Sister Midnight Acoustic Trio will be at Blackwall Hitch in Annapolis. Kevin Pollak and Doghouse Blue will be at Severna Park Tap House. Scott Voorhees will be at Ram's Head Roadhouse in Crownsville. Brent Austin Dunn will be at Blackwell Barn and Lodge in Gambrills. Christian Hall and Dan Healy will be at Gina's Cantina in Millersville. Pete Best will be at Killarney House in Davidsonville. Jeff Mueller and friends, joined by Michael McHenry and many more, at 49 West, the music of the funk generation. Up at the Dina, Meerkat Nation will be rocking the Irish pub next door. And over at the shore, Ricky Wise Duo will be at Poorhouse Pub. Saturday, the Bards will be at Firm Brewing up in the Crofton Gambrills area. Arcade will be at Annapolis Market House. Greg Viola of Mad Planet Band will be solo at Park Tavern in Severna Park. Joe Hickey will be at Brian Brew in Severna Park. Lost and Found Trio Band will be at Severna Park Tap House. All You Need will be at the Ram's Head Tavern Tent Party on West Street for St. Patrick's Day on Saturday. Saturday over on the shore. Left of Center will be rocking the Ram's Head Shore House for their St. Patrick's Day celebration. Kelly Bell Band and Sweet Lita with special guest Deanna Bogart will be at Cult Classic. Sunday Irish Fun Day. Migs Country Music will be kicking it off with brunch at the Rumor Reel in Pasadena. Fred and Wilma with Joey Fitz will be at Killarney House in Davidsonville. Mixed Business Duo will be at Mother's in Arnold with Lowercase Blues. Christopher Baldwin will be at Brian Brew in Severna Park both Sunday and Monday. Dream Punch will be at 49 West on Sunday night. Monday, St. Patrick's Day, Richard Hayward will be at Galway Bay. Christopher Baldwin is back at Brian Brew. George Evans will be at Ram's Head Tavern. All You Need Band will be at Malloy's in Crofton. And end the night with Severn River Band at Santa Joe's on West Street. Remember, these are just the highlights. Find the full schedule of music for all of Annapolis and the surrounding areas on the Annapolis Streaming Facebook event and on the websites AnnapolisStreaming.com, AnnapolisMusic.us, and BeeprBuzz.com, spelled BeeprBuzz. Add the websites to the homepage on your cell phone to make them an app. Then it's just 2 clicks to the music anytime. I'll see you out there.
Have you ever had to wait to get an appointment at the Apple Store? Skip the wait and the line at the mall by visiting MacMedics in Severna Park, where appointments are not necessary. MacMedics is an Apple-authorized premium service provider. MacMedics services all Apple devices, including broken iPhone screens and batteries, and all without an appointment. Most iPhone repairs are complete the same day and usually within a few hours. MacMedics is also an Apple-authorized reseller and sell Apple products at the same price as the Apple Store. Visit MacMedics in Severna Park or Lanham for Apple-authorized sales and service and shop local. Don't wait for help. Call MacMedics at 410-757-MAX, which is 410-757-6227. It's 410-757-6227. Or visit them online at macmedics.com. You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.